What's going on, JW Faction? My name is Josh Williamson. It is Tier List Thursday, and for this tier list, I'm going to be ranking different types of cakes. You know, not snack cakes. Okay, I already did snack cakes. I'm talking about, like, you know, the traditional dessert cake, the layer cakes, and stuff like that. You'll see what I mean when I get started. First off, we're starting off with Angel Food Cake. Angel Food Cake is a great cake. I gotta scroll up a little bit just to place it to where I want to place it. I'm gonna place it at A tier. You know, it's the most texturally pleasing of all cakes in my opinion. So, but you know, as far as flavor goes, you know, it's not uh, amazing, but it's still, you know, it tastes great. You know, obviously it's a plain flavor cake, but it's the texture that really makes it so good. Up next is an apple cake. I've never had an apple cake before, so I'm gonna put it that never had. Baz, what is the crap is that? I've never had that. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Basque, the burnt cheesecake. I like cheesecake. I've never had Basque though. I've never had the burnt cheesecake. I don't know. I don't know if it would be that good, really. You know, it doesn't sound that good to me personally. Black Forest cake. That's a good cake. I'm gonna put that at C tier. You know, I feel like, you know, the decorations go a little bit over the top. You know, but you know, it's still a good tasting cake. Anyways, Blackout cake. Blackout cake is a good cake. I like that a little bit more than Black Forest. I'm gonna put that at B tier. But I feel like there's better chocolate cakes out there. What does that say? Oh, just bundt cake? Just regular bundt cake. In general, I'm gonna put that at C tier because, you know, bundt cakes, there is one bundt cake, you know, I've showed it before on the channel that I do like, and it's made with a box cake mixed with an instant chocolate pudding powder, you know, taking pre-made things and combining them. It's a really good cake. Butter cake. Butter cake is going at C tier too. You know, I don't think it's an amazing cake. A really good butter cake is awesome tasting, but in general, you know, it's good. You know, I think it's a good run-of-the-mill cake. Fruit cake, you know, a lot of people hate fruit cake, but I personally like it. I don't love it. I'm gonna put it at C tier. Carrot cake, I freaking love. I think it's one of the best cakes ever. I'm putting that at S tier. I love carrot cake. Alright, anyways, let's scroll down and rank some more cakes. Chocolate mousse cake is a delicious cake. I'm gonna put that at A tier. I had to place that at C temporarily because, you know, actually, you know what? Chocolate mousse cake is going in S tier. Chocolate mousse cake is awesome. I had to scroll up a little bit just so I could, you know, get to where I wanted to go. I can't read that. What does that even say? Oh, just cheesecake? Oh, alright. Regular plain New York style cheesecake. I'm gonna put that at B tier. I think there are other cheesecakes that taste better, but, you know, regular cheesecake, you can't go wrong with it. What does that say? I got a chiffon cake. I've never had chiffon cake. I'm gonna put that at never had. Chocolate lava cake, my absolute favorite dessert of all time. You know, some of you already know this by now, but for those who don't, chocolate lava cake is my all-time favorite dessert. I'm putting that at S tier. I think it's the greatest dessert ever created. I'm putting that there. Chocolate cake, you know, I'm putting that at S tier too. You know, chocolate cake you could just never go wrong with. You know, along with chocolate mousse cake. Chocolate mousse cake, it's a bit different texturally with the, you know, the frosting is different texturally in a good way. Coconut cake, you know, I love coconut, but for some reason, coconut cake doesn't really work that well for me, you know, unless it's like German chocolate. I'm putting that at D tier. Like I said, I love coconut, but just plain coconut cake, I think coconut works in better ways than as a cake. Coffee cake is a really good cake. I'm putting that at A tier. I had to slide in B tier for a second, you know, because I need to scroll up. Alright, what's next? Cookie cake. I'm putting that at A tier too. You know, chocolate chip cookie as like a cake or a pie. It's really good. You can't go wrong with it. Cupcake. Cupcakes are overrated. I'm putting that at D tier. You know, they still taste good, but they're difficult to eat. You really when you're trying to bite into it, and the frosting is there's such a tall layer of frosting that it gets all over your face, and I don't like that. Devil's food cake. Okay, what exactly is the difference between a chocolate cake and a devil's food cake? A devil's food cake is chocolate cake, isn't it? But I'm gonna put that at S tier. Devil's food cake is great, even though I don't see a difference in taste between it and chocolate. It is chocolate cake. I guess maybe there's a difference. It's slightly darker. The cake is. That's really it. Flourless cake, a really good flourless cake is actually very good. It has the texture of a brownie. I'm putting that at A tier. I gotta do a recipe on that in the future. What's that? I can't tell what that is. Funfetti cake. Funfetti cakes are a little too sweet for me. I'm putting that at D tier. German chocolate cake is a really good cake. I'm putting that at B tier. That's where coconut works better, is in German chocolate cake. Honey cake. Guys, I made Russian honey cake. I haven't shown a recipe for it. It is an awesome, awesome tasting cake. But the only downside of it is that it is the hardest cake I ever made. Maybe I'll do a video on it in the future, but it is a difficult cake to make. But it tastes awesome. I'm putting it at A tier. It would be S tier if it wasn't so difficult and time consuming to make. But it's a really, really awesome cake. If you guys haven't tried it, either order it online or try to make it yourself. But if you try to make it yourself, it is difficult, okay? It is difficult to make, but it's very good. It's one of the best tasting cakes ever. Let's see, what's this? Hummingbird cake? I've never heard of that. I'm putting that I never had. Ice cream cake. Here's the thing. Ice cream cake is not cake. And also, I don't enjoy it that much. I'm putting it at F tier. A lot of people disagree with me. Ice cream cake isn't cake. It's just ice cream frozen into a cake shape. And I don't find it very pleasurable to eat at the same time. I mean, I like ice cream, don't get me wrong. But ice cream in a cake form, I don't like it. Let's see. What's this? I can't tell what that is. But I've never had it before at the same time. They should have used a different color font and like an effect for it, to make it easier to read. Pancakes? I mean, I guess technically they are cakes, pancake. But pancakes and compared to waffles and French toast, I do like a little bit less, but I still love pancakes. I'm putting them at B tier. Simply because I like waffles and French toast a lot more. King cake? What's a king cake? I've never had that before. I'm putting it there. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm gonna put ice cream cake in E tier. I mean, it still tastes alright. I just don't find it enjoyable to eat. What's this? Ooh, lemon cake. Lemon cake is delicious. I'm gonna put that at A tier. I gotta slide it in C tier temporarily just to scroll up. I'm putting it at A tier. Lemon cake is awesome. Alright. Excuse me. Marble cake. I like marble cake, but whenever you buy it from the store, it doesn't have the most. I'm gonna put it at C tier. What does that say? Meal crepes cake. I've seen crepe cakes. Okay, I've never made a crepe cake, but and I never tasted one either. I'm putting it I never had. I mean, I like crepes, but they're not my favorite. Opera cake. What's an opera cake? I'm putting that I never had. I never had orange cake. Pineapple upside down cake. I think pineapple upside down cake is very overrated. I love pineapples, okay? They're my favorite fruit. But as a cake, I'm gonna put it, it's just, I'm putting it at D tier. Let's see, what else? Pistachio cake. I've never had a pistachio cake, but I don't think it sounds good. I mean, I love pistachios. They're my favorite nut, but as a cake, the only time I like pistachios in a dessert is baklava. Pistachios work really well there. Poke cake is good. I'm gonna put it at C tier. It depends on the type of poke cake, really. If it's like a chocolate peanut butter poke cake, awesome. But other types of poke cakes, I don't think works that well. Pound cake. Pound cake is awesome. I'm gonna put pound cake at A. There's not really any desserts I'm putting in F tier right now. Not any cakes. Okay. Pumpkin spice cake. Pumpkin spice cake is pretty good. I'm gonna put it at C tier. I think pumpkin spice works better in other areas than it does cake. I'm gonna put it at C tier. Pumpkin donuts are goated, but pumpkin spice cake, it's good. You know. Let's see. Red velvet cake. Red velvet cake is awesome. I'm gonna put red velvet cake at S tier. It is one of my top 10 favorite cakes. So I'm gonna put it there. Spice cake. Spice cake is awesome. I'm gonna put it up at A tier. Yeah, I feel like it's better during seasons, really. I mean, it's good any time of the year, but it just the atmosphere, of fall makes it a little bit better. Same thing with pumpkin spice cake. Uh, let's see. What's this? I can't read what that is. And it doesn't look like a cake I've ever had, so I'm gonna put it at never had. Strawberry shortcake. There are good strawberry shortcakes, really good strawberry shortcakes, and there's others that, are a bit sad. Strawberry shortcake, I'm gonna put it at C tier. Uh, I feel like strawberry shortcake when it's strawberry sauce instead of actual strawberries. I mean, I love actual strawberries, but you know, strawberry shortcake when it's a strawberry sauce instead of the real strawberries, I feel like is more flavorful. But with the real fruits, it's pretty good. But I've had better. Strawberry cake, I'm putting that at S tier. I absolutely love strawberry cake. I think it's freaking delicious. It's my fourth favorite dessert of all time, and in terms of layer cakes, I've made a strawberry cake in the past on this channel, but I'm thinking about taking it down and redoing it because I found a recipe that I think is a little bit better. But strawberry cake in general is delicious. I love strawberry cake. Let's see. Was it just vanilla cake? Vanilla cake, it's way too sweet to me, so I'm gonna put it at E tier. It's way too sweet. Wait a minute. I don't know. That cake on there. There's another vanilla cake on here. That looks like one I've had. I'm putting that at E tier. None of these are in F tier. But that particular thing right there, that was technically some sort of vanilla cake, but I've never had that before. It looks pretty over the top, but it also looks a bit too sweet for me. These are both vanilla cakes, but I haven't had that one. But I have had that one, but it's not too good to me. Yellow cake with chocolate frosting. This cake has meant a lot more to me, since my grandfather died. This was my grandfather's favorite cake, a yellow cake with chocolate frosting. I'm gonna show that at some point, because my late grandfather's birthday is coming up, and I figure maybe I should make his favorite cake on his birthday, for my grandmother to enjoy also, because she was his widow. I'm gonna put yellow cake with chocolate frosting at A tier, because in general it's a good cake, but it has meant a lot more to me since my grandfather died. Because that was his favorite dessert. That was his favorite cake. So it does mean a lot more to me nowadays. Alright, but anyways, that's been my cake ranking, my cake tier list. What'd you guys think of this? If you disagree with me on any of these, that's perfectly fine. It's just my opinion. But anyways, post comments down below. Let me know what your is on this. If you like, see you thumb up. Hey, see you thumb it down. All social media, my backup channel down in the description box. Be sure to click subscribe and become a member of the JLB faction on enjoy 10,000 subscribers. See you later.